You don't have to have a history of trauma to benefit from mindful trauma-informed yoga. It can really benefit anyone who wants to help balance the nervous system and find a greater sense of mindful awareness. And it will additionally really benefit those students in your class who might very well have a history of trauma that you don't know about. As with absolutely any mindful trauma-informed yoga class, we started this one with establishing a sense of safety. And we do that by saying right up front, hey, take good care of yourself today. If you feel any discomfort, feel free to come out of a posture and rejoin us when you're ready. You're also free to up level or down level whenever you like. Again, when we offer people a sense of choice, it's a way really to cut through a sense of helplessness that people often experience at the time that they're traumatized. We know that when someone is traumatized, there's this inability to escape what's occurring, and it can really create a profound sense of helplessness. So at the very beginning of every mindful trauma-informed yoga class, we remind people that they have choice and they're free to exercise it. Let's take a look at some of the theming that's really important in this class. And of course, you could adapt this theming to working in a clinical setting as well. This class is about mindful acceptance, and it's really highlights that mindfulness isn't simply about recognizing what's here. Mindfulness is about recognizing what's here and then accepting what's here with kindness and gentleness, right? It's not about harshly judging what's here. It's not about escaping what's here. So we keep reminding people that it's this acceptance piece that is really critical. And why is that critical? We want to be aware of what's here, and we want to accept what's here with gentleness, because that provides the foundation for working with what's here in a really wise way. So that's really critical. Our goal is not to just bring people into contact with painful material and then hope they can tolerate it. We want to say, hey, let's notice what's here and let's hold what's here really gently, and then we can figure out how to work with it. So that's always what we're trying to remind people. And then throughout the class, we're showing them, oh, this is how we can use breath, movement, and mindfulness to soothe ourselves, to ground ourselves, to digest what's here. So I do want you to hold on to those pieces. The other thing I wanted to highlight for you, that in any mindful trauma-informed yoga class, we're essentially engaging both a kind of top-down processing and a bottom-up processing. So the top-down processing means that we're harnessing the watchtower. We're harnessing the thinking mind, this observing part of the mind, and bringing it back online by giving people directions to be aware of these different aspects of their experience, and really describing for people how these different parts of our experience are related. Like, notice what happens to your breath when you're challenged. Notice what happens when you lengthen and deepen it. So we're really doing all this top-down processing in any mindful trauma-informed yoga class, probably more of those instructions in a community class. And then there's also this bottom-up processing that, again, that you would be doing in any mindful trauma-informed yoga class. And of course, the bottom-up processing means that we work with the body directly as a way to soothe, calm, ground ourselves, right? So we use slow resistance breath, we use vibrational breath, slow intentional movement. You'll recall from our section on reviewing research that we know that the pieces of yoga that are most calming to those who have been traumatized are breath exercises, slow intentional movement, which aids emotional regulation, and this mindfulness, which harnesses the watchtower or the thinking mind.